Everyone, it's me, Shinyzard here, and in today's video, it's going to be part 3 of building the castle and teaching you how to build it. So, let's get into it. So what we're going to want to do right now is we're going to be doing the castle-y part. So what we want to do is we want to place 5 stone like so. So this is 5, not 3 like before. We want 5 this time. And we're going to repeat this 5 times. So we put our slabs on, and then go to my stone, 5 here, so this is 2. Gonna kind of want to do that. We're going to do that on both sides, but what I'm going to be showing you is I'm only going to be doing this stuff on one side first, and then we're just going to copy it on the other side, because this is a symmetrical build. So next, we just want this to be, so we want this to be 5 tall. So about like that. Yeah, this is what we want here. Now we also want to block off this part, because this is going to be the entrance. So there's no real need for that part, because obviously we don't want just a tiny gap, so we can just block off that part. Doesn't really matter. So now that we've got that done like that, we just want to keep building these walls up, and it's going to be really cool. So we want this to just be 3 tall, smooth stone thing, where I go like this, that, this, oops, you don't want that bottom piece, and then just going like this. Now we're going to do this for the other side, but that is still the design we want to maintain. So as you can see, that's what it's going to look like. Think more positively and go like, I entertained this many people. That's a new best for me. Anyway, that's my spiel about being positive. But yeah, just try thinking of it that way instead of thinking of it the other way. Alright, so this is going to need a little more construction, but when we do this netherrack part, I'm going to want to show you this, because this is a little hard to understand. Well, it's not like too hard to understand, just pay attention for this. So what we want to do is, in our old video, we had this block placed. What you want to do is you want to break this block, and then from the new end, place blocks until you see this half part, and that's how you're going to want to do this. Now for this one, do the same thing. Now for this one, it's even more different. So instead of going to that, place 2 blocks out, then go like this, and that is what we want to do. So it just makes a nice smooth corner transition. I don't know what I'm supposed to call this. Now, so that's placing 1 block out just too high. Now we want 2 blocks out too high to make this. So after we've got this, we go like that, and boom. You know, I just heard Area Math is playing in the background. You know, that's a pretty cool song. I used to love that song when I was little. Yeah, that was such a good song. I remember the good old days of old Minecraft. I know you guys still probably don't like it, but I mean, old Minecraft is cool. Alright. Anyway, we have this part done. Now, what we want to do here is do the same stone design. So, stone design simple. Just go like this. But instead with this one's going to be really cool. So what we want is something like this. So 2 smooth stone slab blocks like that. But then doing like a slow triangle. Like that. Instead of the other one. Yeah. Because this is like 5 of them. So first we want to do a row like that. go down 2, go down 2, and then 1. So yeah, like that. I mean, it's definitely good for well it lasted, because that's really nice. Alright, but now back to the roof. What we're gonna do now is, now that we've gotten this netherrack part, it's gonna be really weird, but what we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna wanna make like a smooth stone area on top of the roof. I'm not gonna do that yet though, but let's just do the other side instead. So let's just look. Alright, that looks pretty cool, but now we're just gonna go. Boom! Look at that. Look at how that just magically appeared. Alright, so we got that done. So let's just show you what this looks like inside. So inside it just looks like a little box. It's not too pleasant, so we're gonna fix that. So as you can see right here, here's what we're gonna do. For over here, we're gonna want some windows. So what we're gonna do for the windows is we're gonna do a crazy window, and we're gonna build it like that. Now we want these like this, but no. Over here, no. We don't want them over here. I mean, we might, but that's just a mistake I made. I realized that I want them over here. So let's just simply break these, and let's place these. Oh my god, why am I failing so miserably at this? Alright, let's just do a simple block placement. We've got the window number 1. Now we want window number 2. So what we want to do again, like that. No, not like that. Not like that. Just want like this. Alright. So we got, oh my god, why did that go there? Huh? Yeah, well, that's annoying. But let's just simply do this, and boom! Look at that. We got our first 2 windows in. Now for this one, we are also going to do a hole. And it's going to be the same shape as the window. This one though, there's going to be no window, because we're going to do something pretty cool. We're going to actually go like, it's going to be like a little area. So what we want to do is go take out this grass block, because we don't need it right now. But we want to go over here like this. We want to go 3 out. Actually, let's do 4 out. Want 4 out. This one to be set 2 out. Actually, let's just, no. So we want this to be 2 out. This 3 out. So yeah, like that. We want this little area as like a tiny viewing area. But obviously we're not going to just leave it like that. But this is going to be our viewing area. But there's still going to be all this. So what we want to do is line this up with fences. So we don't want that fence. So we just don't need that block. But we want this to be here. So that way we have all of this. And look at that. We got a viewing area. Now that we've done our viewing area, we just have to cover this stuff up And that is how it's done. Pretty cool, right? Now we just go like that, and boom! Nice overhang. And if you want, you can even decorate this part with torches. Yeah, put torches here. Actually, for this one, you can make a cool banner pattern. So you guys get two things here. Let's just actually make a banner pattern for this. Because, you know what, that'd be a cool thing to add. So, let's do it. Let's go like that. And, you know what, you get a 2-in-1 today. That's pretty cool, right? You get 2-in-1, that's pretty nice. And you guys got a loom. And let's do, I'm pretty sure it's a red banner that I want. And then we're gonna get, let's look at all the dyes that we have. Because there's a couple dyes that I want. We want orange, white, black. Actually, no, we don't want orange, we want black. Because this is Shinyzard. No! Why is that doing that? Yes, because we got a Shinyzard banner. So we're going to do black. I think we still want some red. And cyan. Now, when you get these dyes, we're going to make a cool thing. Now, I'm not exactly sure how this goes, so we'll do it together. So, I'll do a banner. And what we want to do, I think, is put a cyan dye in. Do it top pattern like that. Toss this in. Put black dye as an out. No. We don't want that. We want white dye as like that. Now I know Charizard's not gonna have like all the teeth. Then we want black dye for this outline. Then we want another black for that little top spike. And then finally, our final black to finish off Shinyzard is doing a little middle line pattern like that. And boom, we got a Shinyzard banner. How cool is that? Now, you can even attach this to a shield to get a really cool shield. Now we're just going to put all our regular stuff back in our inventory, because we're going to need this later on. So, we're just going to toss all this back. And, will you look at that? A Shinyzard banner. Fully done up. And we're going to put one here. So you can see it as a little entrance thing. And on top of these pillars. So we're going to need 4 of them because we go on each side. Like that. Actually, we're going to need 9 of them if you were to do this in survival mode. But yeah, look at that. That is our part 1 for the outside area. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.